Ladies up first tonight. So excited about this company update. Birdseed for Humans was established in Bend in 2017. Since then, the company has evolved into a granola brand unlike any other on the market, offering sprouted buckwheat granola with unique, delicious flavors like turmeric ginger, lavender cacao, and coconut maple. I love this product. Last October, founder and CEO Ashley Chase sold majority ownership of the company to strategic partners, so you're going to hear more about expand and build with backing from big names in the food industry. Help me welcome Ashley and hear more about Birdseed for Humans. Ashley, where are you?
You did my speech for me. What?
I love your granola.
Oh, thank you.
I really do.
Thank you. I'm Ashley, founder of Birdseed Food Co. We just recently switched the name to Birdseed for Humans to clarify the fact that it is indeed for humans, not birds. And yes, as Shannon said, we are the first sprouted buckwheat granola brand in the U.S. and the tastiest one at that. And I started here in Bend about 4.5 years ago, and I presented here, at McMiniman's, shortly after I started, and I had no idea what was in store for me. Can you hear me? It's just blocking out, okay. Or no idea what I was doing. I still am figuring it out. No previous experience in the field, so, definitely startup, bootstrapping style. I just am one that likes to eat healthy and share my goodness with the rest of you all. And my story as the guy that first talked, Jim. Was it Jim? John. I'm not good with names. I had a baby and then lost my brain, or a good chunk of it. But anyway, John talked about perseverance, and that has truly been my story. I've had some exciting things happen in my brand. I got distribution throughout LA, got on Amazon, got a few Instagram followers, made people think that I was a big company when I really wasn't. It was just me, in my house, filling granola bags. But anyway, my story has been one of perseverance for sure. I've gone through a lot of challenges and failures and just figuring out how to navigate through those challenges. And just to share a bit on those, I went through a product recall right after I launched. I had endless challenges with co-packers. Those are the ones that they're like a manufacturer for a food product. And it's really hard to work with co-packers. And on top of that, 2020 happened. And at the beginning of 2020, I found out I was pregnant, which has been the most exciting, amazing thing of my life. I love my daughter so much. But being a solo founder and a solo parent at the same time, not exactly cohesive. But also 2020 was just crazy in itself. And I knew, okay, if I'm going to pull the plug, now is not the time, because there's so much craziness happening that my mind isn't even functioning right. I don't sleep at night because I'm awake with a baby all night. So I knew that it wasn't the time to give up. There was plenty of opportunities for that, but I just kept moving through that and making my with my being pregnant, baby on the back, family and friends. I exhausted all of my freebies. Everybody was like, "Why are we still doing this, Ashley? What are we doing?" But I was like, I can't. No, we gotta just don't even worry. We're just gonna keep going. It's gonna be fine. So through that, I was exhausting just figuring out any and every option that I had. And through an email that I'd sent to an email list that I'm a part of, I met Tessa. Shout out to Tessa. She won't come up with me, but that's okay. She's cool. She's awesome. After our first one-on-one conversation on the phone, I was like, I don't know. It felt right. I'm not sure if it was the fact. She's ran 5 marathons, y'all. 10 people. Yeah, 5, right? Am I right? So I was like, okay, she's ran 5 marathons. She knows what it takes to like hustle. And also she has a super charming South African accent. So somewhere in there I was like, this feels right. This feels really good. And about, 4 or 5 months later of just going through everything, building our relationship, which I really appreciated. The fact that she was more, it wasn't just the numbers and all of the business stuff. It was the relationship between us and knowing that we were a good fit together. And I am so honored that her and her husband, and they brought on 3 other people that are so happen to have awesome accents as well. So I get to like have board meetings with Australians and New Zealanders and South Africans. Awesome. But just a little bit of a brag, her husband so happens to be the CEO of Dairy Gold. So they have some, experience in the field, and we're ready to take our company to the next level. And we are planning to further our accounts throughout 2022 and build the infrastructure for growth. And from there, we are hoping in 2023 to do a friends and family round for the first time and get some more people on board that are both strategic and financial investors. So we are excited to take this company to the next level, and I have to pinch myself every day because I'm so happy that none of the potential partners didn't work out. And if you know me, I've had a lot of other potential situations happen, and I'm so happy that they didn't. This is so perfect. I'm getting emotional. But yeah, I'm super stoked, and I'm happy to answer your questions.
Awesome. Ashley, I'm so proud of you. I remember when you launched your product. I'm a big Buckwheat fan. I like Buckwheat. It's just a thing. But so I think your product is amazing.
Thank you.
My favorite was the ginger turmeric, but now I'm thinking the coconut maple's where it's at.
I don't know.
I had a moment when you said you
I go in phases,
I'm
rotate.
going in phases too. I had a moment when you said you changed the name to clarify. I'm thinking Cacao, Lavender, Birdseed for birds. That is way too fancy. If you just go that way a little, then I know I'm crowding you a little bit. I know. So what has been the best, if you think about your business in 2017 and you think about your business now, what's the kind of best thing you could say that you're really enjoying about doing it the day-to-day now?
Not having to be entirely self-motivated. I have 4 or 5 other foreign people with charming accents on my ass about things, and I love it.
I love that answer. I love, being a part of a team is a totally different thing. So, questions from the audience for Ashley. Yes. Can we find Birdseed for humans locally? Yes, you can.
Absolutely. It's at Market of Choice and Newport Market. And I lost about 60% of my accounts during COVID because I had it at Jackson's Corner, Megaphone Coffee. So wherever you go, coffee shop or grocery store, request it.
Ask for it.
Please?
That is I've heard that's one of the most helpful things that people can do for
Absolutely.
a product.
Yeah.
Cool. Yes, sir, in the back. Sorry, can you say that again?
I think he said nutritional benefits of sprouted buckwheat.
Thank you. Great question.
So for me, I am a celiac. I'm glutarded. I can't have any gluten. And oats have cross-contamination issues with gluten, which I don't like to mess with, and I just feel better when I have sprouted buckwheat. So it's a great complex carbohydrate with a lot of fiber and plant-based protein and antioxidants. So it's a step up. It's like quinoa similarly. So quinoa is better than oats, So buckwheat is better than oats.
Yeah, and when you sprout it, it becomes easier to digest.
Heck yeah,
right?
Sprouted. Yep.
So good. And buckwheat, actually, a lot of
makes
people
it
don't
taste
know.
better, too.
It's delicious. It's actually a seed,
Absolutely.
but it kind of acts like a grain.
There's
Buckwheat nerds unite. I didn't expect this to happen, but here we are.
It's a pseudo cereal. Yes, sir.
What do you need at this point in your business to grow?
So we're figuring out logistics of how to accept orders like smoothly. So we're using like a wholesale partner online and distributors. Just it's hard to like still make money as a startup and have the infrastructure in place for growth at the same time. So we're trying to navigate through that. So logistics. What do we need, Tessa?
$1 million.
She's the one in finance. I'm marketing
Tessa,
and
$1
sales.
million? Is that
Yeah.
maybe? If you had $1 million, what would you do with it? And that was a question for Ashley, not for me, right?
Tessa?
We can talk later.
Tessa, this is why it would be good to have you up here. We would put it towards, I'd say, infrastructure for growth. Because right now, like, yes, I can go out and do as much sales and marketing as I possibly can, but if we don't have the people on the back end, because I've been doing it all, you know? So if we don't have the people on the back end actually fulfilling those orders, it makes it difficult. So we're working on getting that in place.
We need sprouters. We need sprouters, people.
No, we have those.
Oh, okay. We need something other than
We need
sprouters.
shippers.
We need shippers. Any other burning questions for Ashley? Okay, so go find. Oh,
One more?
No, okay. Go find the product, market of choice, and
And ask for it everywhere you go.
Ask for it. Really ask for it. Like, beg for it. Yeah. Thank you so much. I'm so proud of you and so excited to see what happens next, Ashley. Well done.